Kept seeing these signs, like I flipped through a phone book, or right when we were talking about it, I looked up at this restaurant. It was called FEENIX restaurant. It's a Chinese restaurant, and then later on that night we're looking for something. I flipped open the phone book and there was this name of this business, FEENIX, and so, you know, all in that same day. So I told my buddy, I said, I think, you know what, how about FEENIX, you know, because like rising up out of the ashes, and when they thought I was dead, and kind of symbolized my lifestyle. So I just switched it up like that, and I started calling myself FEENIX. And
I'm strong like two people, cause I live in two worlds, I choose equal. One world has to do with the past, the other is a world that's moving too fast. I'm strong like two people, cause I live in two worlds, I choose equal.
Yo, what up, E-Town? You know who it is. It's your boy SHAWN BERNARD, aka FEENIX, and you're watching MicCheck.com, where the players get connected and all the haters get rejected. Yeah, that's what it is. FEENIX is stage name I took on when I think it was about 8 years ago or something like that. I don't know, it's kind of like this whole story about me and my past life, you know, being founder of a rap group that evolved into a gang, and gangs kind of like across Canada. It's in, in jails, and it's in on the streets, and life I used to live. I used to be, you know, a drug dealer, and lived on the streets all my life, and living a street lifestyle, and high-risk lifestyles, you know, and drugs, and drinking and partying, and, you know, gangbanging and all that kind of thing, you know. Just I changed my life. I ended up in jail on some charges. I was looking at 10 years for. My sister, she overdosed and died while I was in there. And me and my sister grew up on the streets, and so I decided to change my lifestyle and get my kids out of foster care, and grow up and be a man, and start taking responsibilities for my kids. And so I was looking for this name, you know, because it's just for the stage name. And I had this manager, this guy named Gerald Auger, was managing me, and kept seeing these signs, like I flipped through a phone book, or right when we were talking about it, I looked up at this restaurant. It was called FEENIX restaurant. It's a Chinese restaurant, and then later on that night we're looking for something. I flipped open the phone book and there was this name of this business, FEENIX, and so, you know, all in that same day. So I told my buddy, I said, I think, you know what, how about FEENIX, you know, because like rising up out of the ashes, and when they thought I was dead, and kind of symbolized my lifestyle. So I just switched it up like that, and I started calling myself FEENIX, and started spelling it like FEENIX, and so started trying to like morph this stage name into SHAWN BERNARD into FEENIX. So everything I did was SHAWN BERNARD, aka FEENIX, also known as FEENIX. And so still everything that I put is still SHAWN BERNARD, aka FEENIX, and all my videos and awards, and when I win awards or when people announce me, it's all SHAWN BERNARD, aka FEENIX.
Please all agree that the creeds are hard, cause they know how to roll like SHAWN BERNARD, living life in the fast lane. Hype in the rap game. Don't like my last name, don't mean a damn thing. I'm a hustler, OG player, got more pull in my city than the mayor. So don't test this unless this G puts you on a guest list. VIP and see why we are treated like bosses. Maybe cause we drop hits, blaze with the hotness, straight to the profits, placed in my pockets, next to the wall. Oh my God, better watch.
First couple albums I was doing, I was really focused on the positivity. I wanted to, when I started listening to rap all the time, I noticed my kids were picking up on the swear words, driving around in my car, and not this one, but in another car, and then the swear words. And then I thought, I don't want my kids listening to picking up swear words and thinking it's cool, talking about guns and drugs and, you know, all that, you know, a lot of people rap about, you know, the gangbanging kind of gangster rap. And I thought, I'm gonna clean up my songs and start rapping with no swear words in it, and still try to have some good messages behind it and positive messages, things that my kids would be proud of. And I thought if I could affect my kids in a good way, maybe I could affect other kids in a good way of people listening to my music. If I have a good message behind it.
I know you heard of my fame up in this murderous game. You probably heard of my change. You heard of my games and probably heard of my goals and probably heard of my breaks and probably heard of my clothes. Some say I'm a dog, some people say I'm a mutt, some people say I'm a snob, and others say I'm outside. I do what I feel, and I'm not saying what's true, cause when it comes to the real, it's just the way that I do.
Because I'm from old school, way back when I started Beach Street and breaking. I've been rapping for 24 years, writing songs. It's just in the last 6 years, or last, 2007, I got nominated my first song. 2006, I recorded first song. Yeah, in the last 6 years, I just started recording, taking it serious, because I was able to focus now, because I wasn't living that lifestyle, caught up on the streets. Now I was at home with my kids and my family and going to school. I went back to school, and so I had time to start writing and finding out where I could record or who could help me, and started focusing on my dreams.